Hello guys, welcome back. So, um, you join me in, I'd say almost late September, mid to late September, and it's getting colder now. Not that there was much sun in the summer, to be fair, as typical UK weather. Now, got a few things to do today. We need to detach the low loader, because the contractors have bought the muck spreader off us, so we need to deliver that. And I thought, I didn't want to bring the fast track, so I thought we'll just use the 7530, as it does fit it quite well compared to the Massey and the New Holland, because they're kind of small compared to it. So we need to attach this. Let me just make sure everything is on. Yep. We will also we're going somewhere else, but obviously we'll pass the contractors on the way, so I thought I may as well bring it. I was going to bring the car, but with the muck spreader being on the back, I don't think that would quite work with the car. So, yeah. Also, just before we leave, I have to be quick about this just before anyone comes. It's a very quiet road anyway. Just block it so people know not to try and squeeze past. As you see here, we have a big Deutz-Fahr with a mulcher on the front, sorry. Although it does need weight on the back. And then we've got a Volvo from the local forestry place, whatever you call it, I forgot what you call it. And they're just let me borrow that to move any trees if needed. It's going to them anyway, and they'll sort through and give me firewood. And obviously this is to get rid of any stumps and bits that can't be used for wood. So we've got some big kit that I've not used before, so quite interesting to use. But yeah, so that's one tree down. I've got those lot, and I've got those two trees, and I've got the one tree back there. So yeah, that's what's been going on. So normally I would go across this grass field, because I know the person who owns it, and he doesn't mind anyone really going through it, because he doesn't use it. It's kind of annoying when you can just go straight through that instead of having to go all around the pond. Just seems quicker. So yeah, they bought this off us, so I'm just going to drop it off, let them know it's at their yard. Not exactly know where I'm going to put it, but wherever there's space is where I'm going to put it. And then yeah, we'll head to the place we were heading to originally anyway. So hopefully I can get a smaller version of this. Well, not the T-Eagle, but like a Marshall or something. Just small enough that we can... not too big, but not too small. Because we only have a small farm anyway, so... yeah, I still haven't made my decision on that James guy though. Still thinking about that. Obviously by the end of this month, so September, I would like to try and have an idea of what my answer is going to be. It's too tight to get through there without driving through that hedge, so we'll just... they might hear me anyway. So... well, there's a good place that they'll see it, but it's not going to be in their way. Well, I guess we'll park it right here. I'll dump it right here, I guess. So, yeah, as you can see, it's quite big. It's probably better for them as for what they're doing. But yeah, so that's that gone. But it is perfect for them because obviously they're doing contractor and doing big jobs, whereas I've only got a couple of fields and maybe a couple of jobs that someone wants me to do. So I'll look at them, see if anyone's there. This road, I've had some bad encounters of cars down here because it's so straight. Everyone thinks they can just bomb it down here, but then you meet a tractor and then that turns to slamming on the brakes and hoping you stop. But yeah, they do. There's not really a speed limit here, so they do just kind of do whatever speed they want. So yeah. Like I said in the last vlog, we don't leave the farm much, but this one we are. Well, this one and the one before this, we're leaving the farm quite a bit. So this is the dealership, and there's Scania there. And we've passed a bakery before that. The BJ plant was on this side, and then we've got the garden centre, that's what you call it. Definitely did not look at the sign. So I've never really been this far, to be honest. So it's quite interesting. Oh, there's two roads. This one, I guess. See where this one goes. Hopefully it takes me to the place I want to go. I've never been down this road at all, or the other one, so I don't know if they join together or something, or I don't know. There you go. Where do I park? Guess we'll park here. That should be fine. So, just in case you didn't read the sign, it says Lightwood Stables. So the stables here, the only horse farm in the area, is for sale. Now, obviously, if we do accept the James guy's offer, this would be one of our closest farms to take. Obviously, I've not been here. I've seen pictures, but I've not been in person. So, they said come up whenever you feel like it. It's definitely not at night. So, a couple of buildings in here, so obviously the paddocks and stuff for the horses. And got obviously the shed for them as well. The stables, that's what you call them. And then, you know, they've got a good amount of storage sheds, which obviously I don't have a lot of kit, and I don't have big kit, so it's not like... Oh, is there other people here, or is it just cars? Probably people looking after the stables, but yeah. You know, these sheds are quite big, for probably too big for all my kit, to be fair. Is that locked? That's locked. Okay, so, you know, that would be a good shed for... Most of my kit could fit in there, actually. Like the combine, the drill, the sort of baling kit and what have you, even tractors. So yeah, I think they're in the process of moving out, so I don't want to film the houses too much, but obviously this would obviously be one of them. Here, or is it a looped drive, or no, they're separate. But these two houses are for sale. Also this one's currently being lived in, as they are moving out. Yeah, it's not a bad amount of grass, to be fair. And obviously here you've got all the sort of jumps and what have you. I'm not going to pretend like I know stuff about horses, because I don't. And then I don't think we own that one, because there's no fence to that apparently. But yeah, see, it's not a bad sized yard, and obviously we could get rid of some of the trees and what have you. So obviously if we were to move here, this would be the closest option that's for sale right now. Now, they did say there's a grass field, which yes, that one. They said it was a grass field, but because they were selling it, they got asked if they could take the grass off it, and then they ploughed it, I guess, and left it. And obviously this isn't owned by them, but this field here is, and obviously the grass field where the where the horses are, I guess. But yeah, so this would be the closest option to our current farm that I know of. Obviously there probably would be houses, there won't be farms, or like a house in a field or something, or you'd have to buy it separately, something like that. But yeah, so this could be an option. I mean, I reckon that big shed that was locked, and maybe this one here, would fit or lock it in if you crammed it in. Maybe even just a big shed alone. So I'll give you a better view here. So this field here, with the gate being here. So yeah, it's a decent sized field, as far as I know. Which actually, because I am looking, I can actually have a look at the field. And obviously they said you can drive on it if you bring a vehicle, because obviously it's been ploughed, so it's not going to matter. Nothing growing. So pretty big field. I just don't know how far it goes. It ends there. That's just a bunch of trees. I don't know if this one's owned over here by them. Where's the gate over there? Possibly. I think it might be, you know. Wait, is this not the grass? Is that the grass field? And not this? Maybe they have two. They did say that the ploughed field, which is this one, or the stubble or mud field, or whatever you want to call it, this field was grass, which I know it was because the dealership was saying when I was there once that obviously they were selling up, and well, the farmer who I guess took the grass up this or cultivated or whatever they did with it was there at the dealership. So he was saying, I've just been ploughing a field up there, or whatever he was doing with it, collecting grass. He said doing work, so he was doing one of the things. So yeah, you know, he's kind of on the other side of the valley, but it's close to the dealership and not too big, not too small. Obviously the horse building I'd possibly get rid of, because obviously I'd make that like a cow shed or something, but I obviously need fields for the sheep and the cows. So yeah. But yeah, that would be interesting. See how that goes. Nothing seems to happen with it, although there is a digger on the pile. That's not always been there. Well, the digger has, but it's not always been sat on the pile. But it looks like nothing's happened. It's a shed we looked at a while ago. Nothing's happened even with the fields. So this is a contractor's field here, and obviously the one that we parked the much better next to, because obviously that's where the windmills are in. There is also two fields. There's a little track in between, and this is how you get you literally have to drive through here. Everyone does. Lorries, cars, tractors, and that's how you get through to this road. Yeah, I don't know what came first, the buildings or the road. But yeah, so this field here is connected to the field over there just by a track. Well, they got a track in the middle, but that's also owned. I think, well, as far as I know, that's all the fields that I know they own. And obviously this one here, which I mentioned earlier. So 4 that I know of. But I don't know if they own like this one or something. Probably do. But yeah, so we'll see how things go with the James guy and obviously the farm. If it sells before I even put an offer in or whatever. But obviously if I do, apparently not many people want it because they look at it and they say, I'm not interested in it because it's, well, it's a horse. Well, it's stables really, isn't it? It's not really a farm, like a arable farm, or there's not much machinery and stuff there. So yeah, so it might be that for a while. So we might be moving there, and obviously that gives me an opportunity to look at other farms in other places. It doesn't just have to be in this valley because, by the looks of it, most of the farms are going to be gone, and it'd be kind of weird being the only farm here. You'd be the dealership's only customer. So yeah, we'll park this here. Next to 8340. So we'll see how the future, I guess, of the farm goes. Yeah, that's it for this one. Bye for now.